Welcome back to Refining Sober. Here I am, once again, doing things imperfect and showing up because consistency is key. I know this is not my best videos, not my best quality, not even the best structure of the podcast because I just speak. I have no plan what to talk about. I just have my business diary, I guess. And I just speak from the heart. And my biggest thing was it's so hard creating this podcast, especially because I've been feeling like my life has been collapsing. Just seems like it's getting more hard and hard, more friction keeps added. And the thing that I need to keep doing is just go back to God. And I do, but how exactly do you trust God? Everybody says trust God. But how does that look like? Is it just by sitting and waiting? Or is it by actually doing things in the name of God, for God? Is it church? Is it praying? Is it reading your Bible? And I'm not sure. I realized that I need to stop trying to fix my future and just take one step at a time in obedience with God, following His commands, showing up for myself, and just being the most genuine and humble person I can be. And that doesn't mean to isolate myself and only read my Bible and to judge people. It means to eat, drink, and enjoy God's gifts. Because why else are we here in life if not to live it? For that's why I'm creating this podcast. I created my TikTok because I'm tired of not living life. I'm tired of living other people's life on social media, seeing them achieve their goals, achieving their dreams, and doing good in life. And it's not jealousy, it's not envy, it's just why not me? For I can also go out, for I can also try and achieve my dreams and my goals. And the biggest thing is just starting and doing it imperfect. I preach it, I teach about it. Now it's my time to actually do it. Because actions do speak louder than words. And this is basically my testimony in the making. Because right now this is so imperfect. Literally, I only have a tripod for my camera. I have a little bar stool, 2, 4, 5 books, and then I have the box where I bought my brand new camera from, and that's basically my tripod. The best room to record this in is in my brother's room because it just looks better, and it's cold. Honestly, it's so cold in there. That's the bad part about that room. And I was like, you know what? I was making excuses. I'll just make it in my room, make it imperfect. So here I am. This is the best background I found. My lighting only have one light over there pointing to my face. I don't know how harsh it is to my face. Microphone, I bought a brand new microphone, but I didn't want to set up the whole interface, and I just didn't want to set it up. So I have these microphones, wireless microphones. I hope they have better quality than last time because last time I used everything. And I studied audio engineer for a year and I still suck at audio. It's like, goodness. But here I am, recording this imperfect. You might even hear all the sounds coming from out of my room because everybody's waking up now. And they do not understand this dream I have of making this podcast a way to help me and help you guys become better people. Especially my parents, and I understand because they're from old generation. of how you're gonna make money off social media, or how you're gonna make an impact on social media. Because we come from two different worlds completely. They come from a world of surviving, and I feel now we come from a world of, there's a lot of abundance, where it's like, it's no it's not all about surviving, it's about purpose and meaning. About wanting to make change in the world, or to at least try and achieve the craziest dream we have in our mind. And I realized that when I asked my parents one day, like, what did you want to be when you were a little kid? And like, what, when they were a little kid, what they want to be to when they grow up. And they were like, we never thought about it. We didn't have the time to think about it. All we had was work, and that was it. And it was like, we work to eat. There was no money for, I don't know, all the random stuff we spend our money on. If it's a new car, if it's, some new clothes, if it's the new iPhone. It's like, no, we needed money to eat, and that's it. And sometimes, yeah, there was money left over, and we can buy ourselves a shirt. And my dad would always say that. He's like, I will buy a shirt. And I was like, damn, that was his, like, only, I don't know, like a guilty free spending he had was a shirt. Then now I have a full closet there filled with a bunch of dress shirts, and I still wear the same shirts over and over again. And as far as food, I thank God that I have food every day. Like, I'll never stop and think where my next food is coming from. And sometimes even my mom makes food, and I don't eat it because I want to eat something else. So I either buy it or make it myself. Versus back in the day, that was the only thing they had, and that's what they ate. So I'm like, wow. I guess I am privileged. We are all privileged nowadays of having all these things when we want it, how we want it. That, and despite all of this, it created a problem for us of purpose and meaning. Because no longer do we live to survive. For even a whole medical thing, all the medicine we have nowadays, all the advanced technology we have, it's much easier to live a life, even in sickness, than back in the day. And it's crazy to say, honestly. It's like, our problems today has to be with mental health, depression, and I feel like all that comes from not having purpose or meaning, and being addicted to our phones, honestly. I know I am. I'm so addicted. That's why I have an app that blocks all my other apps. Because if I don't, I just keep scrolling, I keep consuming, and I just waste my day on the phones. And now I'm here, trying to find meaning, trying to find purpose. I said 2026 was going to be different. And this morning, I was not being different. I was being on my phone, scrolling, distracting myself, trying to fix my future. Even though it's in God's hand, I cannot fix tomorrow. Even Jesus tells us to not worry about tomorrow. And yet there I was, worrying about tomorrow, trying to distract myself, being in my bed, all comfortable, and not wanting to take the risk. The risk of starting this podcast, the risk of actually trying to help people, the risk of actually being seen. Or no longer am I able to stay quiet. I feel this calling of trying to better myself and better other people as well. I want to try and live our full potential. Because we're not creating, we're not living. And yet it's easier said than done. It really is. I try, but I don't really try because I don't fail. If I'm not failing, I'm not trying. I only do the things that I know I'm good at. So that's not trying. That's playing it safe. So now here I am, taking risk after risk. Like I said in the beginning, I feel like my life is collapsing, and I think that's exactly the right time to be taking this risk. To keep on trying, to not give up. Yesterday, I went snowboarding because I have a whole new concept called off routine, where you try a new skill, you go off routine, and live life. Now, my cousin, bless it his heart, he was the one who's like, you know what, let's go snowboarding. I was like, yes, let's go. Actually, see, I'm lying already. At first, I was like, no, you know, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have this. I was making a bunch of excuses, basically. And I mean, the money part was kind of real because, well, I still haven't got my truck back, still fixing it. My sister's car broke down on me when I was driving it, so now I feel guilty and I feel like I need to help her. So now I don't have no car at all to drive. I bought this camera before everything else happened because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna log in, I need a camera. And so I bought the camera. So truly, I have no money. I'm back into debt, but it's okay, I'm trusting God. This camera right here, it's gonna pay itself. And the whole car situation, I'll figure it out. Better yet, I'll leave it in God's hands. Because I cannot control all of it. I cannot. And me worrying about it is not gonna fix anything. To get back to my point, I finally said yes, let's go snowboarding. And my cousins were like, alright, I mean, what you need, I have this, I have pants, I have jackets. And he hooked me up with some of the things I needed, so that helped me with some of the money. We got there, got our rentals, and the first time I went down that hill, I fell down and busted my butt. It hurt. And I don't know how, I think it took me like 20 minutes just to get down the mountain the first time. And when I got down there, I was just like, I want to give up. Like, I'd rather just, go inside, get some coffee, get some breakfast. But then I thought about it. I was like, the way you learn is by failing. And this is the prime example. I'ma fall, I'ma fail, but that's the only way I'ma learn. Nobody's born knowing how to snowboard. And my cousin, he's the same way as me. We have high standards for ourselves. And we're like, we cannot give up. Let's keep on going. So I went the second time, still fell down. Third time, still fell down. Fourth time, still fell down. Fifth time, still fell down. It took us, I don't know, I want to say like 5 hours of constantly just snowboarding to get to the point where we barely were falling down once. So we didn't even make it down the mountain, we were just falling once. And I learned that if I gave up, I would have taught myself and my brain that giving up is okay. So just as snowboarding, you want to fall to learn, or you don't want to, but you need to fall to learn. It's the same with everything else. As for my podcast, I need to fail. I need to get bad audio. I need to get bad video, bad lighting, so I can learn. With my TikToks, I focus too much about the hooks, about the concept, about what I'm gonna talk about. But I just gotta keep on posting and learn from them. And for my new business, that want to create, of being photographer and videographer, I need to fail. And the only way I'll fail is by taking those pictures, by putting risk of by putting myself in the risk of making bad videos, bad photos, bad quality, bad products. It's like snowboarding. I fall, it's because I'm learning. If I make bad content, it's because I'm learning. I only truly fail if I give up. And that's what I'm preaching to you guys as well on TikTok. So now it's time for me to actually hear my own preaching, hear my own words, and do what I say. So here I am, showing up. And the biggest thing too is reading my Bible. I'm in Jeremiah right now. And it talks about all of that, of how Jeremiah's world is literally collapsing, being overthrown by Babylon. I forgot the name of the king. And Jeremiah just not feeling ready for the calling, feeling too young, feeling like he's not the right one. And I feel what he feels. Now, I'm not a prophet, right? But I feel like I definitely have a part in God's plan. And if my calling is me making this podcast, making this TikTok, trying to help people, then I'm just gonna say no to God and not try. Because I don't feel ready. Because I'd rather be comfortable in bed. Because I'd rather be scrolling. Because I'd rather live a normal life. And no, I'm just gonna show up, do it imperfect, and obey God's word. Trust God. Especially, I think it was Jeremiah 18, where I forgot what verse, but it talks about how God is the potter and we're the clay, and God shapes us into the vessel He wants us to be. If God wants me to be this or something else, I have faith that God is gonna move me in that direction, shape me into what He wants me to become. And the way that that's gonna happen is by me showing up, by me doing things, and not by overthinking, not by me saying maybe it's this, maybe it's that. You just show up and see where God leads me. Because if I don't show up, if I don't put myself in the position that God wants me to be, how can He bless me? How can He gift me the gifts He wants to give me? Like I said, trusting God doesn't mean waiting and not doing anything. It means waiting and doing something, doing action, doing the things I preach about to you guys. Because most of the things that I preach, I don't know where they come from. It's like I get this thought in my head and I'm just like, I need to say it. I need to put it out there. And I say it and put it out there. And it's like I forget about it. When it's like, no, I also need to listen to that message. I also need to put into practice my preaching. There you go. And here I am. Just literally venting to you guys. Talking about my whole journey. Because I don't know what to say. I didn't know how to structure the podcast. I didn't know what to talk about. And I just kept thinking about it. The time kept passing by. And you said, and I was like, you know what? I need to read my Bible. I read my Bible, read Jeremiah, tried to study it as much as I can. I was getting confused. And then I just felt the calling of just do things imperfectly. Just show up. Even if your life is collapsing, God is still there. Just because God is disciplining you doesn't mean he's abandoning you. He's still there. So here I am. Like I keep telling you guys, here I am just showing up. Because if I show up, you guys can show up. I'm no better than any one of you guys. Trust me. I'm a simple man. I'm below an average man. I have no, like literally, I have nothing better than you guys. Yes, I'm blessed with this beautiful life. I do have good health. And I'm grateful for that. But I need to always stay humble, to always keep on not wanting anything other than God. Because I know my earthly desires sometimes try to take over, or want to take over, because I want A or B and then C, and then I realize, wait, did I even pick up my Bible? Did I forget about God? And sometimes that's why I feel like God just humbles me, because I did pray for that. I told God, if I ever forget about you, or if I ever in the wrong path, please humble me. And I feel like He did, and He is still. And I do not understand anything that's going on in my life right now, but I trust God. And I'm not going to try to make sense of it all or worry about it, because even if I did, how is that going to help me? Just keep showing up. I've done the research, I've done the planning, and I just gotta do the work. And same with you guys. I hope this is inspiring you guys to continue your dreams, your goals that you have. For if I can do it, you guys can too. And it's not easy at all. It's definitely hard. But the reason I'm telling you guys that if I'm able to do it, you guys can too. See what I'm talking about, doing things imperfect? They literally using the blender outside while I'm recording. I tried soundproofing my door and it didn't work. Anyways, if I can also do things, I feel you guys can too, because like I said, I don't see myself any different. I do not. I actually see myself as less. The only thing is showing up. Cause that's another thing. I'm lazy. I think I'm lazy as heck. For sometimes I just don't want to do anything. But that's changing. I just rather show up, Do it anyways. Do it imperfect. Because how am I able to show up to work, but not show up for myself, for my future self? For the best investment you can do in life is investing in yourself. And if I preach that to you guys, why the heck am I not investing in myself? So I decided that I do need to invest in myself. Not just money, not just me buying this camera, but actually time. Of waking up early. Oh, there's the blender. I don't know what they're cooking. They're never up this early. Oh, it's gone. Of waking up early to record this podcast just if it was my job. Of posting it in a bit to just... I know they're complained again. Just as me as turning in my work. At work. At my job. I need to show up for myself, and you guys need to show up for yourselves too. The thing with goals is you need a goal to know where you're aiming at. But then you need the action of actually trying to aim that goal. Because a lot of us have the same goals, but not everybody reaches them. And the only thing that's different between us reaching them and not is the actions they take. And honestly, another bigger big thing for me is comparing myself to others, to other creators. I see their work and I'm just memorized, and I'm like, how do you even do that? It's like I barely learn what ISO is and shutter speed and aperture is, and then I see all like the crazy stuff going on, and I'm like, how do I even get to that point? I'm like, damn, that is crazy. I mean, this film crew called Sticks Films, I think. Like the content they make is honestly incredible. I'm like, damn. And their past job is like my dream job, so I'm like, what the heck? Like they're way above me in everything. But it leads back to, comparison is the thief of joy. I need to remind myself I'm in a different path. I'm in my own path. For it's never too late, and you're never behind. You only fail when you give up. So here I am. I gotta keep showing up and keep trusting God. And that's to bring it all up, bring it back. That's the way you trust God. By showing up, doing the work even if it doesn't make sense how it's going to change. By even if your life is collapsing and bad things are happening to your life, to thank God for all the good. For He's always there with us. Even in the seasons of quiet, even in the season of testing, God is with us. And like I said, this whole podcast, this whole TikTok thing I'm doing, just me sharing my whole journey. For if I can do it, you guys can too. Just gotta show up. We have to show up, do things imperfectly, and forget what other people think. That's another thing. Why care? Do you want to please man or please God? I'd rather please God. For man cannot do anything for me. And God can do everything for me. Because there's no peace in man. There's no peace in money. There's no peace in false gods. There's only true peace in God. Jesus Christ. That's where I found my peace. And that's how a lot of other people have found their peace. And this my testimony. So you can't say I'm wrong, for it's my testimony. And I want to bring other guests so you guys can actually hear their testimonies too. But it's hard. Nobody wants to come on a podcast with 7 viewers. Not talking bad about you guys, my 7 viewers. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for showing up. But it's true. And others want money, and it's like, well, I don't have money. And others, well, we just don't have the time. And yes, this could be excuses for me not feeling ready to having others. Because how do I run the podcast? How do I ask the questions? What questions should I ask? Well, it doesn't look like it, but I'm a little shy. I think I am. My biggest thing is reaching out. How do I reach out to them? What do I even say? For I know the purpose of this podcast, but how do I give value to you guys, the viewers? For it can just be value for me. Anyway, my time is up. The house keeps getting louder. And I'm gonna post this video raw, unedited, so you guys can see all the imperfections that I deal with, that I'm doing. Because if I can do it, you guys can too. For example, this whole notebook, I just have some things written. I have no script for this podcast. I just wrote literally my bed. This is the equipment I use. This is the mic I'm using. There's my tripod. I had to level it. That fell down. That was part of my tripod. There's the light I was talking about. See what I'm saying? You have to just do things imperfect. Show up. Have a blessed day, y'all.